How to change the oil in a 1987 Camaro. This is the oil pan that your oil will go into. This is the oil that you need to use, 5W30. This is the oil filter that you need to buy for this car. This is a 14mm ratchet you need to use. An oil filter tool to get the oil filter off. A ratchet extension. And a funnel to put the oil into the car with. And a rag to dry your hands off with. Next, you need to loosen the bolt on the oil pan.
That will be blank. Then the combination set will be.
And then you let the oil drain for 2 to 5 minutes. After draining the oil, you need to replace the bolt in the oil pan and prepare for the next step. The NPD group says that oil in your car should be changed every 3,000 to 4,000 miles. After putting the bolt back in your oil pan, next you need to take the oil filter out of the car. When doing so, loosen with the tool until able to take it out by hand. Be careful because the oil will spill out of the filter if the filter is horizontal to the ground. So make sure you have a pan underneath it. Once the oil stops coming out, you can loosen it all the way and take it off. Next, take the new oil filter and new oil and pour a little bit of oil in the filter. Put some oil on your finger and rub it around the seal so that you can make a tight seal and the oil filter comes off next time you want to change it. When replacing the oil filter, try and do it fast so that most of the oil stays in it. After tightening the oil filter as tight as you can make it, prepare for the next step. Next, take the oil cap off of the block and put a funnel in it and prepare to pour oil into the funnel. Next, you will pour the oil into the motor. This car takes 5 quarts, so the first step I will take is to pour 3 quarts in. After pouring those 3 quarts in, you need to start the motor to get the oil through the whole engine block. Next, you will check the dipstick to see what the oil level is at. Always remember to wipe the dipstick off before replacing. After checking the level of the dipstick, you will pour the correct amount of oil still needed for the car. After you have done this, put the cap back on, and that's how you change the oil. Now you should be able to do it on your own.